welcome to today's session of multi-chakra readings. What did we put as the topic today was understanding our barriers. Now, what kind of barriers are we talking of? I think we mentioned a few, but there are so many kinds of barriers that stop us or restrict us or don't allow us to move forward in whatever field it may be. So have any of you thought of the kind of barriers that stop you? Because it could be physical barriers in terms of your health, where it restricts your movements, your health, your thinking, and affecting your state of mind. And physical could also be, not being able to get out of the house, not wanting to change a location, not wanting to travel anywhere else, or having a fear or phobia of going to the mountains, visiting the ocean, scared of traveling together in a flight, that a family should not travel together, all of them. What if something happens? Those are the kind of physical barriers that we restrict ourselves with. And of course, the emotional barriers are a big lot, and those affect us very deeply. And that can go on. We can go on talking about those barriers. Whether it is emotional, whether it is anger, whether it is self-doubt, whether it is the weaknesses that we think are the reasons that become our strength. And also not allowing ourselves the freedom to live our life to its fullest potential. How does it happen? We all know with Redikall that all these situations that happen in our life, all the barriers that come within us or outside us, whether at the aura level or at the mental level or at the subconscious level, are all created by us. Or we become the magnets to invite such situations, so that it keeps giving us that kind of, validation that, see, that is why I don't do it, because this is what happens to me. Not realizing that we are the ones who are responsible fully for any situation that we are going through. We are continuously living out those experiences that maybe the soul wanted at the soul level, and we are living our individual stories. Others' stories, whether they are our children, our family, our relationships with others, friends, work, finance, love, anything. All the barriers that are there that makes it feel that the abundance of that what you wish is not available to you is because of the limitations that we create with our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So by now we have all understood what are the kind of barriers we put for ourselves. And it's our constant endeavor all the time to make sure that we are able to go past these barriers, push ourselves through it, gather all our courage, our strength, our wisdom, our tenacity, and our belief in ourselves that we can really overcome any barrier that comes our way. Some take a longer time in terms of getting released or for you to surrender or let go, because they may be very deep-seated barriers, either coming from your childhood, maybe it's an ancestral programming, or a past life programming, or karmic. So if we are trying to heal ourselves or auto-heal ourselves and think that but just by one affirmation being said by me for 21 days and everything is going to go away, it would be lovely if it happened. But no, some things take a longer time. But if we have that self-belief in us that yes, we can do it, and with a kind of focus, goal-oriented, that yeah, we can do it, there is no reason that you cannot live your life to the fullest potential and what is worthy for you, yourself, and the people around you. Because the shift, when it happens within you, we know that, leads to shifts in the energies associated with you and around you. So any barriers that you would like to talk about with me right now? Any of you? Somebody has written something in the chat. Let me just read it. Right, fear, hesitation, fears, family restrictions. Thank you for writing that. Anyone else? What are the kind of barriers you face or feel that you are, going through? Yes, Bina?
Yeah, so recently I'm diagnosed with migraine. I don't know since when I had it. Okay, based on the symptoms conveyed, and also some of the neuro and my hand is recovering well from the elbow dislocation. Just 10 to 20% is remaining. So what I mean to say is, these being the barriers, and also, I'm not sure of continuing in the same domain. It's not advisable to continue in the same domain because of the, you know, uh, other health issue that I do have. So I'm actually uh, exploring on my mind for the opportunities that I can explore. Uh, I also feel a need of a career coach who can listen out completely to me and guide me what I can explore.
Okay, so Bina, whatever you have said, all this that you are going through and your need for a coach who will listen out everything you say, but you feel you're not able to get it right now, how does it make you feel?
So I'm not able to sleep
One word,
properly.
one word.
Even
Give me one word for it, one or two words, because explanations can go on. But this whole scenario that you are in, how does it make you feel?
depressed.
Right. So that is a big barrier that you have to help yourself overcome.
Yeah.
Because depression has become a part of you. Depression is dominating every other growth that is possible in your life, because depression has become the reason for growth. You understand? So all
Yeah.
that is happening because of the depression that you feel, you will continue to attract situations, headaches, body aches, body parts getting damaged, or you not able to find, feeling helpless about, not being able to find a coach, or wishful thinking of wanting to find a coach, etc. All this will continue with you because you are allowing yourself to live in the aura and in the energy of depression. Okay? So my guidance to you would be with
One second,
soul's love.
Arati. See, keeping aside this aspect, I'm doing all possible. I mean, practicing gratitude, relaxing because, you know, see, on one side, I feel what my father has said is right. Okay, till my hand completely recovers, although, 80% or something it has recovered. Better not to think, but something I need to do till I think of exploring of full time, right? But at the same time, my intent in connecting to him, being also that being a very highly influential person in all the aspects. But unfortunately, I tried all my ways of making peace, not only now, earlier as well, by accepting any of my mistakes or anything. There is no response, or when thinking about the past, I'm still conveying the same thing. Let's keep the past aside and
Oh,
concentrate on
Bina,
the present.
how long? Sorry, excuse me. How long have you been with Redikall now?
Uh, uh, Actually, it has been more than 5 years, but I have not been always connected with Redikall. Now,
Right,
recently, since
right,
few months, I have once again connected with Redikall.
right. So when you make that conscious effort to connect with something where you give your complete focus and devotion, right? There is no reason that things will not change in your life. Because once your thinking shifts, your own thinking, because remember, you are trying your level best to try and please. You're trying to please and get a kind of a reward. Reward is in the energetic sense. I'm not talking of money or things like that. So that reward you're not getting because there's a desperation in you to get it. And that is why you are depressed. So first of all, deal with depression at the macro level. Let it all go. Let you not be surrounded by depression, and only then can you start progressing. Filtering will start happening, and then things start moving. Because you going and saying, let's say, hello, Father, in a happy way, will have a different effect on him than with that fearful thought of saying, I must say it because otherwise he'll get angry. You see? So the
Yeah.
feeling is different. So please understand, everything cannot happen in desperation, or what you're trying to grow through desperation. Please make an effort to convert it into growing through inspiration. And to grow through inspiration, you will need to really start focusing and letting go of all that is stored inside you, which is ultimately leading to depression. So please work on your depression very, very deeply. And I would request you to start writing it down every single day, 21 times. With soul's love, I
So,
transform and transcend my depression.
yeah. It's not
Right.
all that something. It's only
Bina, we have a lot of people here on this platform. You can come to open house for an open discussion on this, or connect with your mentor. But at the same time, it would be advisable to acknowledge that yes, this depression is one of the biggest reasons that is affecting my growth. Okay.
yeah,
Once you accept that part of you, accept and embrace your depression also, then slowly, gradually, you will allow yourself to move forward. Otherwise, what happens? You will be just jumping from one to the other, and then feeling that nothing is working. And that is exactly what goes on, inside, because whatever you give to the environment, you get in return the same thing. So if your energy is talking depression, there is no reason but for you to get situations in your life which are making you feel depressed. Okay?
yeah.
Please
And
understand this.
yeah, so these two statements I have already been reciting. Nobody said
So,
this. But
never mind. If it has come back in your space, there is a reason it has come back. So I would request you to practice with soul's love. I transform and transcend my depression, my need for depression, my reason for depression, and my resistance to let go of my depression. Okay? Please practice that and genuinely practice that. Write it down 21 times each statement for the next 3 months and then see how it happens. Okay?
yeah, but Arti, my search to look for jobs can't wait for 3 months, no?
So
Because
that solutions will start coming in your space when your mind is clear, Bina. We cannot discuss all this over here. There's so many people waiting for hearing their own, stories. Let's listen to all of them. Maybe you'll get some solutions from what they say, okay, or whatever their barriers are. Sometimes barriers of the energy, because of everyone, all of us coming here together. There is a reason that we all come together to experience the same kind of energy space. Okay, so at least listen to what these statements that have been said to you, follow them for some time, and then, because you see, you've already set a parameter that I don't have time till then. You're not allowing yourself to be open to that. Just flow. You say, okay, I'll do it. Who's saying that nothing will happen in the meantime? I'm not saying that, right?
yeah,
So
what
just
means
allow
that
yourself to flow and surrender to the process of what Redikall is here to help you do. And follow Redikall principles with integrity, with joy, with happiness. There is no reason that a shift should not happen in your life. Okay?
yeah, I agree with you, Arti. So last time I remember for anything you say same. I mean, we start with the same thing: transform and transcend. Then the reasons, then the resistance to let go. So same thing I actually have been trying since 2 months already. Whereas
Please connect with your mentor, whoever your mentor is, or come to the open house for a session over there. Okay?
okay. And how about my multi-chakra guidance, Arti?
Well, that's it. That's your guidance for today.
It is the same, is it?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking you will look into some book and say.
Well, there is a reason that something has come up, and that is guidance doesn't mean necessarily only in the book. Guidance can come just from the Redikall channel and the universe itself. All right.
So with source love, I transform and transcend my depression.
Yeah.
I transform and transcend my reasons for the depression, my need for the reasons of depression, and
No,
my
my need for the depression, not need for the reasons. My need for the depression. Then my resistance to let go of my depression.
Okay.
Yeah.
And accept and embrace also at which stage should
same thing. I accept and embrace my depression.
Yeah, I mean at the end or at the beginning?
At the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. So let me just read. There are a lot of them. Okay, so I'll go from the chat now and the others can raise their hands. So Seema said fears and family restrictions. So you want to work on your fear as a barrier or family restrictions? Seema? Can be both.
Yes. No, family restrictions.
All right, so I'm going to get a reading for you.
Sorry, you've
Yeah.
already started. No, because well, now those are. I mean, I don't know why I said that. Basically, it's fears because now that is what's been coming up more. In fact, that's been coming in my the midnight dreams.
Okay, but
That's a feeling I
interestingly,
think. Yeah.
that what I did get for you, even in family restrictions and even if it is for fear, It is fairness chakra, that is FR40. It's
Yeah.
a reminder to invite cooperation, fairness, and gentleness from others.
Are Baba. Okay.
Right. So I'm reading out the keywords and just say that if any of that resonates with you, abuse,
Yes.
emotional abuse, physical abuse, social or political abuse, unfairness, fairness, being taken advantage of in an unfair manner. Which one is it?
So it is, I would say, emotional abuse, unfairness, and being taken advantage of.
Right, right. So please understand, Seema, probably there is some reason that you have continuously invited it in your space to remain there and not let it go. All right. And with all your learning and knowledge right now, you would appreciate that you are still bound by wanting validation from others.
Hmm.
And
बहुत
why?
बहुत कम हो गई है, बहुत कम हो गई है, I must say. Pat on my
Okay.
back, it's really reduced, yes.
Okay.
But there is still there because that's why it's come.
Yeah, that is why it has come. And there is also that fear, if it doesn't get sorted, how am I going to feel? Okay. So I intend and invite a fair and gentle approach from one and all. I intend
Oh.
and invite a fair and gentle approach from one and all.
Intended and invite. Okay. Yeah, but there is also, that thing, there's a very deep fear of making a mistake.
Yeah, because you are always, because of the validation, that if I'm not validated, and given that kind of recognition or praise or, participative behavior or fairness or no abuse, that fear wants you to continuously be in that space. Even though you say you've reduced it and it has come down quite a bit. So you are expecting, your expectations have not gone down, Seema. That is
What do you
why.
mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Because look at the statement that you have got. I intend and invite a fair and gentle approach from one and all.
Okay.
Right? So
Okay.
instead of expecting something else, expect this. Invite this in your space. Not that if I do things, I have to continuously go on pleasing. Maybe you're judging them based on
okay. Okay, I'll look into this.
Mute? Yeah.
It's me only. Wait.
Okay.
It's mine only.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
No worries,
Yeah.
No worries.
No, because that's. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So because that expectation had been there earlier, because of that, when it was not working in your favor, there was judgment by you.
Okay.
And then that judgment led to fear. And with that fear, you allowed your growth to happen continuously. Right? So just invite fair and gentle behavior instead of anything else. That's all it's needed.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Now, yes. Makes
Got
sense.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Seema. Okay, Madhu is the next one. I'm reading through the chat right now because that is how it happened. And then I'll come to the ones that are not there. Madhu, you say inability to forgive.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's... is it at an emotional level, or is it at a relationship level which has caused you a lot of pain or anguish or
At
things
relationship level, yeah. At relationship.
All right. So let's see what Redikall has to say for you. Right. CR18, that is Transparency Chakra. Reminder to invite transparency and integrity from others. So probably if things have not been very transparent in your space,
Yeah.
ask yourself, have you been transparent all the time?
Yeah. Most of the time. Yeah.
Or you have? So,
Yeah.
but then again, similar to Seema, there is a lot of judgment that has remained with you because certain things didn't happen, or in the relationship didn't move according to the way you thought it should happen, or you think it should happen. Both ways.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah.
So
Right.
let me just read the keywords and see which one resonates with you the most.
Okay.
Transparency, hypocrisy, need to show off, a projection of fallacy, a perception of fallacy and hypocrisy in people around you, and sensitivity to hypocrisy. Which one resonates with you, Madhu?
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. All right.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, have you been a hypocrite in your dealings, in your behavior, in your temperament, in your attitude, in your expression, or in your beliefs anywhere? If you are honest with yourself, you will get an answer, because why has transparency come up for you? If you have been totally transparent, there is no reason that you would invite hypocrisy in your space.
Right.
But
Right.
if
Right.
we have invited it, maybe in some point we have been equally responsible for whatever is happening in my relationship and been an equal hypocrite. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So the thing is, I invite transparency from one and all.
Invite transparency from one and all. Yeah.
I accept and embrace transparency.
Okay. Accept and embrace.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Does that
Thank you.
resonate with you, Madhu?
Yes. Yes. Very much. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you,
Thank you
Madhu.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Apurva, today I'll take yours. Approval of others, validation. What is it with the girls today? Everyone is talking about validation. It seems to be a group that needs a lot of validation for themselves, which is great, because each one of us is helping the other by coming together to understand what kinds of validation we keep seeking in our lives. Okay, so interestingly, even for you, Apurva, if you're saying approval from others and a validation, why do you doubt yourself? Why do you not have self-belief? Why do you not have self-confidence? Why is the self-worth so low? Why is the self-approval not there? Think about it. So what have we done? We have given away our power to others, or just let it go. So when we do that, it becomes like, it's like, on a screen, when you go to see a play, there is a curtain. So you've removed the curtain and everything there is totally bare for the people to see, right? And that bareness can invite applause, or it can invite criticism. Correct?
Yeah.
So for that, ask yourself, do I love myself? Do I honor myself? Do I accept myself? Do I forgive myself? Do I believe in myself? Right? So it's all about loving, feeling, accepting, embracing, being aware, and all that I said just now. I've forgotten what I said. So when you do all that to yourself, when you build up your own self-belief, self-confidence, self-worth, self-approval, and contentment, and at the macro level, it is honoring yourself. So when you start doing that, there is no reason that you will allow the others to either, there will be no reason for you to constantly seek approval from others, because the belief will set in you. I'm capable, I'm worthy, I can do it. Right?
Yeah.
So the need for validation, this also comes from our childhood. Please understand, all of us, that sorry, there have been situations in our life as a child, constantly when we get the report card and show it to our parents, we needed approval. Even if we were just mediocre in our studies, maybe for them to say, very good, never mind, you can try better. But it has always happened, mostly, not always, I'm sorry, that children who came home with even 95% marks, what did the parents say? 100 kyun nahi aaye? In mathematics, probably, yeah, or in other subjects also. There has never been a kind of approval, but a kind of, not criticism, I would say, but just a, criticism from parents, because they feel that you are worthy of much more. So that got settled somewhere inside you. This is just an example. There could be other reasons also, and so that is what happens, and that is where we start losing our belief in ourselves and start looking for approval from others. Once we start the search outside, looking for approvals, sometimes it leads to disasters. How? We may find a partner, let's say, I'm just giving an example. We may find a partner, who says, don't worry, I'm there, I'll take care of you. Yeah, you're so good, you're absolutely excellent, you're marvelous, you're so capable, you can do this, you can do that. And you feel, yeah, this person really values me. Okay? And when you get married, there is a possibility that he treats you like a doormat. And he expects, let's say, that you'll take care of his home, you'll take care of other things, you'll be good with his family, or that's the way he has been brought up and that's the way he wants it. And anything you do, which you may have been doing earlier, does not get his approval. So what happens? There is a lot of chaos in your mind. There's a turmoil. What happened? Where is my relationship going? What am I going through? And then you want to make things work. So you'll keep trying to do things just to get the approval. Now, this is just an example with an husband. I mean, a spouse. It could be for other things also, with the relatives or with friends also sometimes. You want to be part of a group. So you need an approval that you feel that, yes, you are part of that group. You need a validation. At work, you need to be seen as a capable, person, independent, capable of delivering on time or whatever else is needed. But your boss never says so. All the boss says was, but why didn't you do this? Or what about this? Or what about that? And it depresses you. This I'm saying for all of us. It's not just for Apurva. Yeah. So approval of others and your validation point, Apurva, needs you to just allow yourself to believe and honor yourself. Okay. So let me see what Redikall says. Cheerfulness chakra, FC23, reminder to be cheerful and happy. Okay. I remain cheerful and happy irrespective of my outer circumstances. Couldn't be more appropriate.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Done?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, then we have Suruchi. Suruchi, you say, hard on myself to express. Did you get some answers from what we talked just now, Suruchi?
Yes, lot many.
Yeah, lot many. Because basically it's the same thing I will have to say again. So what I would say is, for learning to express, I'll give you a very simple technique that I have tried a lot when I was younger. I stand in front of the mirror. I look at myself in the mirror. I make eye contact with the Arati that is looking back at me. Have you noticed that when you stand in front of a mirror, you never look at yourself? You look at your face, you look at your lips, you look at your hair, you look everywhere else, but not into your eyes. Look into your eyes. Okay? Look into your eyes, because eyes are the mirror of the soul. Okay? And just practice what I have done my whole life. Now, this is, it is part of Redikall, but a little off Redikall. So you can say two things. I'm going to give you a series. You can add the word after that. You can all write it down. I am. I can. I will. I want. And the last is I believe. Right? So every day you can stand in front of the mirror, and Beena, that will be very good for you too. Look into these eyes of who is looking back at you, and just say to her whatever you want for yourself. No? I am capable. I can be capable. I am, etc. Whatever. Or even if you just say, I am, I can, I will, I want, I believe. Can you see the power that you have when you say it instead of I am, I can, I will, I want, I believe? So I used to say this to myself every day before going to work. I wouldn't attach anything, just this, I am, I can, I will, I want, I believe.
So
The
when
more
you
power,
say-
sorry?
I wanted to speak something after you.
Yeah, no. That's what I want to say, that put the kind of power you want for yourself. And you can change the sequence, whichever way you want to say it. Okay? All of you. I think it's fantastic and it works very well. And with the Redikall statements, I see myself, I feel myself, I acknowledge myself, I love and accept myself, I honor myself, I honor the brilliance in myself, I am myself, and my self is me. Okay? Yes, Suruchi, you wanted to say something?
So, ma'am, when you was so you were saying, I never thought that, I just did imagining. So I am compassion. I can talk. I will express. I want love. I believe I am love. This has never come. It's
Perfect.
so nice.
Perfect.
Your aura or whatever it is, it could be anything. But
No, it
thank
is,
you
it
so
is,
much.
no, it is your openness to accept what is being offered to you. So
Okay.
if you can be open to this and accept what is being offered and see how the mind works, you got some solutions yourself that you feel you want to try. Correct?
Yeah. I
So,
just thought, I'm standing and I'm just doing with
so
you.
then don't be hard to express on yourself, just follow this. All right?
I will.
So I'm not
will.
going to give you any
No, don't do.
reading.
This is fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but do the I see, I feel, I
That
accept
I'll
also.
do it for good 3 months. Right.
But do it in front of the mirror looking at her.
Of course, I will do
Because
that.
remember, when
I
you go
followed
out,
your advice. I did that 30 days wala also.
okay. No, listen, all of you. When you go out, who do you think goes out to meet the world? You can't see yourself unless you stand in front of the mirror.
Okay.
So the image in the mirror is the person who meets the world.
Oh.
Don't you have all of us have a habit of when we are in front of a mirror, we'll sort of see that our hair is okay, our color is okay, lipstick is fine. Am I looking good? I'll turn this way, I'll turn that way. Why? Because when we go out, you can't see yourself, but the others are seeing you. So who are they seeing? They're seeing the one that's in the mirror. That's your aura. That's the person you have to take care of. So you talk to her every day. It's a
I'll
fantastic
do
thing.
that. I'll do
All
that.
of you. I mean, just
Yes.
give me a raised hand or a clap or something that all of you are in
Yeah,
sync
yeah.
with this. All right. Great.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Apurva, I'm not doing you again because I've done with you. Even though you've said about anxiety and self-appreciation, I think self-appreciation, you got the answer. And for anxiety, because you've got cheerfulness chakra today, I think you'll be able to handle it better. Yes, Sheetal, you say about severe bloating. What is
Yes,
it that you're
ma'am.
trying to hold back inside you all the time? Why should you hold things inside you? Why do you allow all the negatives or maybe the energies which are not working for you or trying to get into your space to become so important that you start bloating because you're not letting it go or releasing it? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes. You're sounding very low today. Are you okay?
yeah, actually, there's a lot of discomfort since past 10
Oh,
days with this bloating. I
okay.
have taken
Mm.
antibiotics and everything, but I feel there is still something more to it, some energetic
Okay,
thing.
fair enough. I'll do a reading for you.
It
But
actually comes out like I eat something and it happens so full and like a hard stone, it comes to that much.
right. So what is that stone? What does that stone mean for you?
Nothing is coming up, ma'am.
That's okay.
Nothing is coming.
So I think you need to just R5 that stone definitely. Either R5 or transform and transcend, and think and look at all the energies that you are trying to store inside you, which you're not letting go. All right. It could be something minor, but it's become very major inside you. All
Yeah.
right. So look at that, work on that, and release, or maybe just release. I let go and I let go and I flow. I let go and I flow. I flow and I let go. Whatever you want to say, whichever way, work on that. Plus, please get some medical help in terms of, in case it is requiring a little bit of medical action also. All right.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is a facilitation and a healing technique which is a supplement. It is not a solution in the sense, if there is a medical reason where a kind of activity, medical activity may be needed in terms of taking some medicine or something. Okay, just have a checkup on that also and see if there is any other reason. Because remember, when we come in our 40s and 50s, lots of changes, hormonal changes and body changes start happening. So we have to be cautious about that also. All right. But I'll get a reading for you and see what it says. Right honor chakra, CR15. Reminder to let go of emotional effect of past shame and shameful incidents and invite others to honor you, your family, and your universe. There is a reason it has come back, and I'm interestedly, I'm quite fascinated today that all of us are in that same zone and getting similar reasons coming up for all of us. Okay, so Sheetal, it says, I invite others to treat me with due honor. I invite others to treat me
with due honor.
Yeah.
Got it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
I'm
you
not
so much.
I'm not reading the.
No, I'll take care.
Yeah. CR15. Okay.
Yeah.
I invite others to treat me with due honor.
Yeah.
All right. Then
Yes.
we have.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Ma'am, I
welcome.
might leave.
Sure. Go ahead. All right. What else? All right. Now I look at all the hands that are raised because now other chats. So thank you, Apurva, for doing that for me. Next is Leena Khelkar. Leena, are you there? Hello? Leena?
Yes, ma'am. Good
Okay.
evening.
Good evening. So what is the barrier that you feel for yourself?
I think my karmas.
Your karmas.
Yeah.
That's a very, very broad term that we use. Why do you think that your karmas are, you feel they're not good, or they are restricting you, or they are not letting you move forward?
No, I'm not moving forward, feeling
Okay,
stuck.
feeling stuck. All right. So if you're feeling stuck, what efforts have you made to release yourself or unstuck, feel unstuck? Have you tried? Have you felt you're capable of doing that? Or you have just left it on karmas?
No, I'm trying. Not that
Yeah.
I'm not trying, but it's very slow. Like technically also I'm feeling stuck, no?
Okay.
Sometimes.
All right.
Um,
So sometimes, certain things that are humongous in our minds, huge, and
uh-huh.
the resolution we want sometimes on a faster pace. Okay.
Hmm.
And our thinking and pace is very different from how we allow that pace to be. We think
Okay.
we're doing it very fast.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm doing my reading, I'm doing my recitation, I'm doing my meditation, I am doing as whatever is coming up in terms of my learning, but nothing is happening. The moment we put the word but, we put a full stop. Okay, so if I say the same sentence in a different way, I'm learning, I'm moving forward, I am making that effort, yeah, and it's going to happen.
Okay.
So do you see the difference? You understand the difference? Because
Yes.
what all of us, I'm not saying you, all of us have a tendency to put everything on karma because it is our safety zone. We again make karmic reasons a reason for our growth. And then what do we get? People's sympathy, or we want empathy, or we want people to understand what we are going through. वो होता नहीं है. Then
Yes.
more karma, blame karma even more. So if I say
मैम
to
ऐसा
you,
लगता है कि ना टाइम कम पड़ रहा है, मतलब 24 घंटे भी कम पड़ते, टाइम खत्म ही नहीं होता जो करना चाहते हैं.
कोई बात नहीं, हर चीज का एक समय होता है और एक फिक्स्ड टेन्योर होता है और वो अपने समय के आधार से चलता है, उसकी चिंता तुम मत करो. हाँ, if you are being lazy and procrastinating, that is different. But if you are doing it and कोशिश जारी है अच्छी तरह, तो there is no reason to feel. आप इस तरह से सोचना शुरू कर दो कि मैं ये कर रही हूँ, ये भी हो रहा है, वो भी मैं कर रही हूँ और ये आगे होगा. तो जिस दिन आप अपनी सोच में ये ले आए, इंस्टेड ऑफ सेइंग कब होगा, कैसे होगा, क्यों नहीं हो रहा, मेरे तो कर्म ही खराब है, तो हमने तो पहले ही बोल दिया ना कर्म खराब है.
एंजाइटी रहती है थोड़ी.
हाँ, एंजाइटी आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज एवरीबडी गोज थ्रू इट बिकॉज the process sometimes seems longer, but you can work on your anxiety separately. That is, I transform and transcend my anxiety. With Soul's Love, I transform and transcend my anxiety. और उसका पूरा sequence जो है ना, I transform and transcend my need for anxiety, my reasons for anxiety, and my resistance to let go of my anxiety. With Soul's Love, I transform and transcend. इसको तो आप करते रहो.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and I'll get a reading for you. Just a minute. Right. This is, sorry for that, NC1 effective proposition chakra. That is a reminder to communicate your wisdom well. 1. If you are feeling stuck, 2. If you are feeling overwhelmed, 3. If you are feeling uncertain, 4. If you are feeling confused, 5. If you are feeling lost, 6. If you are feeling
Okay.
What does that mean? It means that sometimes when we say about karmas, like I just said, so if there is a learning in it which is happening for you, that okay, I mean, it's karmic maybe, but I think that I am moving forward beautifully, or I am progressing from step A to step B. मैं आगे बढ़ रही हूँ और मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है, तो और इससे अगर आप दूसरों पे ये जाहिर करते हो कि एक पॉजिटिव अप्रोच आप में आ रही है, तो होता क्या है, दूसरा आदमी भी फिर आपको पॉजिटिव नजर से देखना शुरू कर देता है. ऑलराइट. नहीं तो बहुत सारी फ्रस्ट्रेशन अंदर बैठी रह जाती है. हर वक्त यू आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, यू गो थ्रू अ लॉट, then that becomes anxiety, as you said, and then that slows you down. So when you slow down your energies, it is possible that you are not allowing yourself to move forward, and you have made karmic reasons the reason for your growth. Okay?
Yes.
So let me just read this thing. Keywords: frustration when others do not follow your advice or guidance, lack of receptivity to your guidance and opinion. मतलब जब आपकी बात कोई सुनता नहीं है, तो उससे आपको बहुत ज्यादा frustration भी खड़ी हो जाती है. So just say, write it down. I invite others to value my wise advice at the right time in the right manner.
I
I
invite
invite
others.
others to value my wise advice.
Value my wise advice.
Yeah, wise advice at the right time in the right manner.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Then Gurpreet. Yes, Gurpreet.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yes. So, what are the barriers that you feel you're going through?
There are two. One is procrastination, as you were talking about it, and the other is resistance also. So procrastination as well as resistance to whatever, putting the best foot forward.
You just said it. So that means the knowledge is there, the wisdom is there. It is just a question of applying it to ourselves, right? So ये जो है कि procrastination है, resistance है, you said it. So when you have resistance, you will procrastinate. It's not because of procrastination you're resisting. All right. So the good thing is that we are capable of taking baby steps to remove procrastination. We can do that. Simple thing, like even if it is, just setting my table, making it right, and I mean, अपने kitchen में एक shelf ठीक कर ली, making sure that I make my room properly before leaving it, not waiting for my helper or anybody else to help me out. So once we start taking small steps and becoming aware that we are moving towards an effort to see that our life becomes better, so you will start feeling better, and your resistances, whichever is there, which is blocking you, will start crumbling. Right now, you've given so much importance to resistance and procrastination that it has become your, again, reason to exist. Okay. So it's all very well for all of us to talk, oh, I really procrastinate. But today, if you are pushed to do something which requires your total attention and your time, I am sure, Gurpreet, you'll be the first one to jump up and start doing it.
Yeah, that is true. Time limit is there, then I'll do it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this approach of, as college में बच्चे कहते थे, just in time approach. Exams कल है, पढ़ाई आज है. Okay. So this just in time approach is something that we create for ourselves, because who is that Gurpreet who just wants to just sort of waste her time? Find that Gurpreet, deal with her, talk to her, talk to the mirror. What are you gaining out of it? What is it that you want for yourself? You will start getting solutions, because catch hold of that part of Gurpreet who is making you procrastinate. Because
Right.
if there is a Gurpreet who can do things on time and there is a time limit, that means there can be a balance between both. Instead of calling it procrastination, I'd call it relaxation, alag se. Yeah. But at the same time, why should Gurpreet be allowed to procrastinate? Call out that Gurpreet, deal with her, and let it go. Learn to surrender. So you could do two things, Gurpreet. One is, with soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to resistance.
Okay.
That is a big thing that you need to do. With soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to resistance. And let me get a reading for you. Yeah. Wow. Left courage chakra. That is CL9. Reminder to have the courage to give. Courage to give. Courage to impart. Serve. Perform. Do or contribute. And fearless contribution or performance. Right? I courageously give, serve, impart, perform as per the expectations. So the procrastination will go away.
I courageously give.
Give, serve, impart, perform as per the expectations. So this is literally testing the procrastination versus your courage to move and give forward. Yeah?
Yeah.
But what level are you with us, Gurpreet?
That is, I have done level 1, part 2. However,
Yeah.
I'm still at the root chakra and haven't moved forward. So, I have tried to move forward. Every time I move forward to sacral, I again come back to root. So that is one of the issues which is there.
Yeah. So it is a fight or flight mode. Somewhere, again, it is all coming because of resistance. And again, because that is the basic solid foundation on which we stand to be able to move forward in life. Okay. The root chakra, we have to strengthen it. So work on your root chakra also. I choose to thrive in life. Just say that, if nothing else. And with soul's love, I transform and transcend my resistance to resistance. That is because the resistance is there to work on your root chakra also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you work on that also, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Gurpreet. Okay, who's next? Bina, I've already spoken to you. Your hand is raised. Could you
So my
lower your hand?
if
Yeah.
you can, I would appreciate if you can look into the multi-chakra guidance book also, give a reading for me. I mean, I will practice what you have said. Along with
No,
that,
that's fine. That's fine. Because you need to also work on this fear of missing out that you have. Okay? So I'll get a reading for you. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says right neutral observation chakra, that is FR13. It's a reminder to observe certain things in your outer space in a neutral manner. So you have to learn to be neutral, being a neutral observer, sensitivity to others, sensitivity to environmental adversities, your need to react to others, getting disturbed by others, being perturbed by others in your space, need for neutrality, a detachment to issues in the outer environment. Yeah, Bina, does that resonate with you completely?
Yeah, that is with my parents at present.
Okay, so I'm giving you the affirmation for it. Please write it down. I choose to observe neutrally
I choose to observe neutrally
and respond proactively
and respond
proactively
proactively
towards all environmental inconsistencies.
towards all environmental.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Yeah?
One more thing, Arati.
Yes.
See, it is not me, but many have said the shift that has happened at some level and to work on that accordingly. Okay. So, and now this affirmation that you have said to practice. I choose to observe neutrally and respond proactively towards all environmental inconsistencies.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes I feel like making a decision to move to Bangalore or to some other place to make a shift in my career. Okay. But again, I also feel, you know, like about the hand that I was telling, I will not be able to drive uh, till I'm all right. But
Yeah.
the environment, in the sense,
You have to look for solutions, Bina. Very simple.
so
If you
I'm
can't
being
drive, there's always an Uber or a scooter or a, I mean, what do you call it? Auto, a rickshaw that somebody can. So these are very incidental things that can happen in anybody's life. So don't make them major issues. What you need to work on is to find out what exactly you want to do. So nobody can guide you on that. Only you can guide yourself what you want to do further. Only thing that is being provided by Redikall and all the affirmations that you give, get some substance of what is being said to you by all these affirmations, because it is coming in your space again and again. So the decision, what you want to do is your choice. Nobody else can decide that for you. That is one. Secondly, all the affirmations, if there are too many affirmations, if you're feeling desperate, as I said, you're working out of desperation instead of inspiration. So what you need to do is, in this whole set, whatever affirmations you have, just close your eyes and then open it and see which one resonates with you the most at that point of time and work on that. Because coming every day or taking all affirmations, what are we doing? We're creating a jumble inside because we're not working consistently in one direction. So that is what happens, right? So please understand, any choices that you make will come from you. Any decisions you take have to be yours. The guidance and the facilitation that happens with Redikall is allowing you to make a sensible choice for yourself if you allow Redikall to work for you. Because right now you keep thinking with your conscious mind. Maybe things are not going down to your subconscious mind. So please work on that accordingly. Work for some time and see. Don't be always in a desperate situation. Desperation will come because you are in that surrounding. You're not letting go of it, right? So it is not that others are responsible for what I'm going through. If I have a broken hand, fine, I have a broken hand. So I can't drive right now. Okay, I can't drive. I'll use an auto. I'll use this. I'll use that. Whatever else it is.
Yeah.
There can be no excuses for such things. You will find remedies. You will find solutions. Allow yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Anjali.
Thank you for your feedback.
You're welcome, Veena. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, Anjali. What is your bad?
I learned a lot from everything everyone was speaking,
Yeah.
validation and everything. I'm not feeling too good. I'm feeling very emotional, and nowadays I don't know, I just feel like crying.
Okay.
And when I cry, and I remember my parents who are not there, my brother, I miss everybody, and I just cry. I don't know. I feel
Okay.
sometimes I just say, oh, just come and hold me and say, okay, okay, like I don't
Right.
know. This is with regard to all the things of validation, whatever we spoke. But my response is like that to it. So Aarti ma'am, I think I would like a reading, or if you could guide me on that.
Of course. So
And I'm trying
one
to
thing,
ask myself that why am I crying? Like why am I feeling so, so much? Because right now I'm in a strong period, making myself stronger. But then this is coming.
that's okay.
This has come.
That's okay. So if you are crying for reasons that are unknown, please work on one thing first. I will do the reading. With soul's love, I transform and transcend
Yes.
my unawareness. Or with IR5, the unknown reasons. No, don't add crying or anything like that. IR5, my unknown reasons. IR5, my resistance to let go of my unknown reasons. Okay? Work on that separately, because it is possible that if you are so full of this energy, you have not learned or not allowed yourself to be detached with whatever has happened in your life in terms of your parents not being there now. And maybe you're feeling isolated in your own home where you
Yes,
live.
I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling alone, isolated. So sometimes I just feel like I just say, "Oh, mom, come and just hug me." Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm
So,
feeling this right,
okay, Anjali,
and I felt this before also.
why don't we convert this? So we have to learn to accept and embrace realities, right? These are all realities that we go through. Parents passing on, situations.
Aarti ma'am, excuse me. I'm very sorry. I want to interrupt you. I have let go of all these things long time back since I've been with Radical. So
Yeah.
I have no guilt or regrets. Like because okay, sometimes I have also behaved wrong with them, but those were my circumstances that time. So
Right.
I've come to terms with everything. But why is it
Right.
that now sometimes in my family life or when I feel like this, that why is it that like I remember them, I just feel like dad come hug me, just give me a hug. Like I miss that touch. Even my
Right.
brother, I've lost my brother also recently, 1 year elder to me. So I don't know. I have been very close to them, and then I tell myself, is it that everyone is going away, whom I love, like my cousin, my friends, like. So I don't know what, I don't know what is happening. Seriously, like I
Right.
only know that I just feel like crying and crying.
Okay. So right now you're at a very emotionally charged situation, Anjali, and I understand that completely. Ek to you work on this IR5, the unknown reasons.
Yes.
That's one. Secondly, please understand what I was going to say was that let's convert this, that please come and give me a hug, into I feel your hug. I sense your hug. When you start telling this to yourself, you will feel it. You will sense it. So
how
don't
do I put it in words?
just this. Take a cushion.
Okay.
Do anything.
Yes.
Hold a cushion.
Yes.
And just say, I feel your hug. I sense your hug. I love your hug. I accept your hug. Not as a chakra thing that I love your
Yes.
hug, but just whatever comes to your mind in a positive frame. Just convert it.
Yes.
Try this.
Yes.
Try this. This is just
Yes.
a off-beat solution, I'm telling you. Just hold a cushion and don't
Yeah.
say this is my papa. No, he's there. His aura is with you. His energy is with you because it is still in your space. So fair enough, whether it's your father, your brother, or your
Yes.
mother, just hold it and say, I feel your hug, and try it. Try it. I'm sure this is
Yes.
going to
I
help
will.
you. And now I'll take a
Yes.
reading for you also, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So it says left respect chakra, HL12, reminder to respect and adore yourself and others. So disrespecting self or others, need for respect and adulation. Now, how are you disrespecting yourself? by not allowing yourself to lead the fulfilled life which even your parents would have wanted. Because what are we doing? We are restricting ourselves by that kind of attachment which is not letting us move forward. So the day we learn the art of attachment with detachment is when things start moving for us. So if you say, with soul's love, I transform and transcend my attachment with detachment. You can work on this. I'll give you this affirmation also. But say, with soul's love, I transform and transcend my attachment with detachment.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Work on that.
with soul's
Uske saath jo need, reason, and resistance are brilliance. Don't do resistance. With soul's love,
Yes.
I transform and transcend the brilliance in my attachment with detachment. Okay? And his reading, the thing that came out was, I respect and adore myself and all that is. I respect and adore myself and all that is. You can do this even while holding the cushion when you say, I feel you, I sense you, I love you, I respect and adore myself and all that is. Add that, let them know that, you know, you're in a happy space or you're trying to be in a happy space and a better space. Yeah, Anjali?
Yes.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I am feeling better, but like I am trying to, like, this respect part, your self-love, everything. I'm trying to do it. And just yesterday I was talking to my daughter. I'm quite confidently going on that path. But then why is it that all of a sudden, suppose something turns up and then I go into this. It has happened before also. But right now I am on a very nice place of, like positive, going, things working out, everything. But this came and like, I don't know, it really shook me. Like I don't know, I was
It's
not
okay. It's
okay.
okay. It's okay. Let it happen. Let it flow out. Probably that is what it is meant for. Let it go. Let it flow. That's okay. And if it has come for a reason, just be in gratitude for whatever reason it has come in. Because crying is not bad. Expressing yourself.
Yeah,
is
because
not
I
bad.
think nowadays I believe in this, that everything is teaching something, a brilliance
Yes.
in something. This
Yes.
is what I take it and I look, because after some time I do get an answer to it. But this is one thing, like, for 2-3 days I've, like, I'm desperately trying to. I will do this, Aarti ma'am. Thank you very much.
Do let me know how
It
you
made
feel.
me, yes, definitely. I will.
All the
Thank you
best.
very much.
All the best.
Yes.
Okay, then we have Parmeet. Last. Parmeet, आप muted हैं? या बताइए, बैरियर किसको, आपको कौन सा बैरियर लग रहा है?
मैं खुद ही नहीं समझ पाती हूँ कभी कभी कि मैं बैरियर कुछ है कि नहीं मुझे, जैसे ऐसे तो कुछ कभी कभी ऐसे लगता है कि कुछ जैसे लव मिलने में या कोई चीज मिलने के लिए बैरियर्स है मेरे लाइफ में, ऐसे मुझे लगता है, आई फील लाइक दैट।
ओके ओके, सो आपने अपने इर्द गिर्द भी कोई दीवार बना रखी है कि कोई मुझसे गलत बात ना करे, कोई मेरे पास ना आ जाए, कोई मेरे बारे में गलत विचार ना बना ले? आपने ऐसे बैरियर
हाँ, ये लगता है, फील होता है मुझे ऐसे। हाँ जी।
हाँ, तो ये क्या है, क्योंकि आपने ऐसे बैरियर्स बनाए हैं तो आपके पास प्यार कहाँ से आएगा? जब वो, यू सी परमीत, एक बात समझिए कि एनर्जी बात करती है एक दूसरे से, एनर्जी टॉक्स टू ईच अदर, ओके? You don't have to say certain things, but the other person will understand it. You must have also experienced it in your life, let's not talk of spouse or anybody. If your father came home and he looked very tense, you knew that you have to back off and not talk to him. उनसे बात नहीं करनी, वो गुस्से में है। उन्होंने कुछ कहा आपको? नहीं। उन्होंने कुछ किया आपको? नहीं। उन्होंने डांटा आपको? नहीं। लेकिन आपको पता लग गया कि आज पापा गुस्से में हैं, तो हमको शांत रहना चाहिए। So energy speaks, remember. So when you yourself are allowing barriers अपने आसपास, इफ यू आर हैविंग बैरियर्स, तो लव कहाँ से आएगा? लव को रास्ता ही नहीं मिल रहा है आने के लिए, करेक्ट? So because you see, it's a reflection of what we do to others. We get the same in return, always. Okay? So let me get a reading for you, what you have to do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it says that, interesting. Left neutral observation chakra, FL14, reminded to be a neutral observer to all inconsistencies in the inner environment. That means embrace your shadow self, being neutral to the darker side, being neutral to inner inconsistencies, and being fine with yourself. हम अपने शैडो सेल्फ को बहुत ज्यादा तवज्जो दे देते हैं, इम्पोर्टेंस दे देते हैं. उससे क्या होता है कि जो हम है, हमारा हम, वो कहीं खो जाता है. ठीक है? तो अभी जैसे आप कह रही हैं कि प्यार नहीं मिलता है, या मतलब यू नो दैट फीलिंग ऑफ लव.
और एक बात है मैम, ऐसे भी होता है कि जैसे कि मेरे मन में ऐसे आता है कि आई डोंट वांट टू हर्ट एनीवन, मेरी वजह से किसी को हर्ट नहीं हो. ये भी बार बार मन में आता है कि अगर किसी ने मुझसे पैसे मांगे, हेल्प मांगी, तो मैं उसकी सिचुएशन देख के मैं जल्दी से हेल्प कर देती हूँ. कई बार मैं रिग्रेट भी करती हूँ.
हाँ, तो ये चेक कीजिए कि कहीं आप मार्टर तो नहीं बन रही है. मार्टर का हिंदी क्या होता है भाई? मार्टर, यू अंडरस्टैंड मार्टर? व्हाट इज द हिंदी फॉर मार्टर?
मसीहा.
बना होना.
मसीहा. किसी के लिए मसीहा तो नहीं बनना चाहती हैं आप, अंदर ही अंदर. पहली बात देखिए, चेक कीजिए कि दूसरों की मदद मैं करूं, मैं ऐसा करूं. कई बार कुछ चीजें जो होती हैं, वो हमारे बचपन में जिस तरह से हम बड़े हुए हैं, जिस संस्कार के साथ हम बड़े हुए हैं, उसका भी बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है. अगर आपकी फैमिली में हमेशा मतलब यू नो गिविंग.
हाँ, मेरे पापा ऐसे ही थे.
पापा इज द फर्स्ट हीरो ऑफ एवरी चाइल्ड. पापा तो हीरो होते हैं ना हर बच्चे का. हर लड़की के लिए फादर हीरो होते हैं. तो फादर अगर इस तरह से कर रहे थे, तो आपने भी चाहा करना, लेकिन आपने बच्चे की नजर से पापा को देखा था जिस तरह से वो कर रहे थे. आपको नहीं मालूम कि पापा की जिंदगी में या उसके पीछे उनकी क्या क्या कठिनाइयां थी. ठीक है? क्योंकि आपको तो नहीं मालूम था, लेकिन आपने ये देखा कि वो दूसरों के लिए मसीहा बनते हैं. मैं भी लोगों के लिए करना चाहती हूँ. वो कंडीशनिंग हो गई आपकी, which is fine, nothing wrong in it. पर ये चेक करिए कि कहीं आप यार, मार्टर के लिए मसीहा इज नॉट द राइट वर्ड. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इट. अपूर्वा, कैन यू आस्क गूगल टू ट्रांसलेट इन हिंदी एंड टेल मी? बट उससे ये क्या होता है कि गिविंग के चक्कर में probably you lost your own self, your own identity. कि मैं क्या चाहती हूँ, मुझे अपने लिए क्या चाहिए, मैं कैसे रहना चाहती हूँ, मैं क्या करना चाहती हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं वो खो गया.
विक्टिम.
शहीद, विक्टिम. शहीद इज वन द वन हु डाइज. विक्टिम. ऑल राइट. तो विक्टिम बन के जिस तरह से विक्टिम हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं? विक्टिम में. एनीवे, नेवर माइंड. सो आप समझ रही ना परनीत मैं क्या कह रही हूँ आपको? यू आर म्यूटेड.
हुतात्मा इट इज शोइंग.
अरे बाप रे, तो बड़ा मुश्किल वर्ड है.
No, ma'am, I think it is victim, you know,
शिकार होना मैम.
क्या होना?
शिकार होना किसी.
Okay.
No, self-impose something. It is you are in that feeling of, you are in that
Victim, I can
victim
understand.
mode.
हाँ, ठीक है.
Victim mode.
आरती, पीड़ित होना.
हाँ, पीड़ित चलो ठीक है, उसके साथ रहते. बट एनीवे, परमीत कहने का मतलब ये है कि आप जो है अपने इर्द गिर्द जो आपने ये बैरियर्स बना लिए हैं, जिस कारण से भी, उनको आप ड्रॉप कर दीजिए. न्यूट्रल ऑब्जर्वेशन किस चीज का रखना है? पहले अपने आप का. और आज मैंने तरीका बताया ना, बड़ा सिंपल, शीशे के सामने खड़े होके वो जो परमीत शीशे में आपको देख रही है उससे बात कीजिए और बोलिए भाई तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, कम खुलो, हलो, हंसो, जिंदगी को जीना सीखो। सो होता क्या है, जब हम ये करना शुरू करेंगे, गिल्ट नहीं होना चाहिए कि अगर हम कहें कि हंसो खेलो जिंदगी को जीना सीखो, है ना। तो अगर गिल्ट आ रहा है उसमें तो इसका मतलब है कि कहीं ना कहीं हमने अपने आप को खुद ही रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर लिया कि हमारी जो ग्रोथ होगी वो विक्टिम बन के ही होगी, वो गिल्ट के साथ ही होगी, और कोई चीज हमारे समीप नहीं आ सकती। ठीक है, तो वो इंटरनली कह रहा है आपको कि आप पहले न्यूट्रल हो जाओ, ये भी ठीक है, वो भी ठीक है, मैं भी ठीक हूँ, और मेरे साथ जो मैं करना चाहती हूँ वो भी ठीक है, और जिस तरह से मैं आगे बढ़ना चाहती हूँ वो भी ठीक है। तो हर चीज को अगर आप पॉजिटिवली करेंगी तो देयर इज नो रीजन दैट यू शुड नॉट फील and grow in your space. So I'll give you the reading, the affirmation for it. I embrace my shadow
I
self.
embrace my shadow self.
जी,
I embrace my shadow self. बस यही
that's
बोलना
it.
है ना?
बस यही बोलना है, यही बोलना है.
Okay.
And you
कल
can
मेरी
also you can also say for me, IR5 being in the victim mode, or IR5, yeah, being in the victim mode.
क्योंकि मुझे कल भी एक रीडिंग आई कि I should choose myself that others love me. Choosing
Yeah.
for making a space for others to love me.
तो आप ऐसा करो, आप ये भी करो, I love myself, वही सेम जो बताया था ना मैंने पहले, I love myself, I feel myself, what is it, I've forgotten, what is it?
I see myself, I feel myself.
Thank you. I see myself, I feel myself, I love myself, I acknowledge myself. कुछ गलत बोल रही हूँ मुझे पता है. I love and accept myself. I honor myself. I honor the brilliance in myself. I am myself and myself is me.
I love and
Apurva,
accept myself.
Apurva, are you writing it in the group? Yeah, आप उसमें चैट में पढ़ लीजिए, वहां लिखा हुआ है.
हाँ जी.
ठीक है. Okay. Yes, Rita. Good to see you here.
Hello.
So,
Thank you.
You're welcome, Parmeet. You're welcome. So, Reena, what are the barriers that you feel that are in your space?
I've come a long way, but I think still that 5% is remaining, inhibition to be seen in public.
Let's break it today.
Yes.
Please show me yourself.
मैं बताया, I'm here.
You're here? No. Okay, now I can see you. Okay. Thank you for your beautiful.
Don't say that.
Yes, it's a pleasure to see you here. So let's see. You already done it. You've started working on your inhibition. So
Yes, and I must thank you for that. In one of your clubhouse recitation that had come, and that had helped me a lot. My inner child had come at that time.
Yeah.
So almost you can say 95% I have overcome that. But I think थोड़ा बहुत वो पूछ रह गई है.
Okay. हाथी निकल गया ना?
हाँ, वापस आप ही आ जाए हो. So see completion of that circle.
Okay. So let me get a reading for you.
Sure.
And today I'm working only with the Pothi, right?
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So, yeah, right, beloved chakra, PR23.
Okay.
है ना? That reminder to open up to the experience of being loved by people who are in a relationship with you. इससे बढ़िया क्या हो सकता है, right?
Yes.
So you want me to read the
no,
keyword?
That's okay. No, that's perfectly fine.
So, but you
Thank
must
you, Apurva.
you must do the reading, the recitation, the affirmation.
Yeah.
I allow myself to feel loved.
Yes.
I allow myself to feel loved.
Tight hug to you and everybody who's holding the space right now.
And thank you all. I think, yes, we have. This is interesting. This one goes on for 1.5 hours, which is most unusual, but then it is such a pleasure to do it for everyone.
Yes.
And yeah, and if we all gain so much, if we are all in the same space, similar things come up. So there is a reason that Redikall does it so beautifully for all of us.
Yes,
Right?
it's a miracle.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and these learnings are something that we should value properly and make sure that we apply it in our lives. It's not just for a reading. We
True.
need to apply all this also. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arati.
You're welcome, Reena. So, yeah, what is it? Yeah, I'm just checking. Right. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks
for
a
so much,
lot.
ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
thanks
you
to
for holding
everyone.
the
Yes.
space, and
Thank you.
see
Thank you,
you
ma'am.
hopefully next Friday.
Again, I
Okay.
appreciate your
Thank
selfless
you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you,
Bye.
please.
Good
Love you
night.
all.
Bye bye.